Welcome back to Weems Motor Co. It's time to save another old motorcycle. Stick around. So if you've been around here more than a couple days, you realize that I really love and have a passion for all things Triumph. Well, Triumph is a brand that just so happens to be running through my blood, and whenever I get the opportunity to come across one of these old Triumphs, I make sure that I grab it up if all means possible, especially when it means that it's going to go away forever, rust to the ground, or get tossed in the trash or whatever. So I happened to be scouring the internet and came across a really cool Triumph, and I said, I have to rescue this motorcycle. Let's see what it is. So not every Triumph that I scoop up and rescue, I have the ability to ride it, but I always enjoyed them. This one happens to be one of those that I can really enjoy, and I wanted to bring you along for the ride today when it comes to rescuing this old Triumph. So as you can tell from my shelf that I keep in the garage here, I have a collection of old Triumph models, plastic models from the 60s, some from the 50s, and all the way through the 70s. And when it comes to collecting, I have a problem. My problem is I like to have every one of them. And there's one that I looked for a long time, and I found this on eBay. So this particular 1/8 scale Revell model of a Triumph trike, a friend of mine had one of these and he had it sitting on his shelf, and he would not sell it for anything. It was already built and completed, but it was missing a few parts. So I was like, man, I got to have that one. I finally found it, along with another Triumph trike and another really rare Triumph trike that was only released just for a short amount of time, and also over in Japan. And then also this Triumph trike. That makes 3 Triumph trikes of different styles, different models that I've had the opportunity to collect. Now this one that I looked and wanted from my friend, that's the one that I found on eBay. Not this particular one, because this one is unbuilt in the original box, still in the plastic on the inside. Let's check out what I found on eBay. So there it was, right there listed on eBay, Triumph trike parts. Well, I got in a Ziploc bag full of all of the parts that should be to build this Triumph show trike from, I would say the early 80s. Something was released, I think, the last time, but this looks like to be the earlier kit that was a little bit different. So let's take this, set it out on the table, and inspect what parts that we got, and possibly be able to build a full motorcycle out of all of these parts. Let's go check it out. One super cool thing to note on these old models was their attention to detail. That's what I enjoyed so much about them. I mean, this pre-unit engine, immaculate, with that original style fend, timing cover, just super cool custom parts from back in the 50s and 60s that they applied to this model. Now, what's cool about Revell was they released these models in different increments. So this particular model originally came out titled as the Triumphant Trike in 1968. It was a model number H1223. Now, they re-released this model, which is the box I showed you earlier, in 1992 as the Triumph Show Trike, model number 7953. They reused a lot of these parts. Sometimes they would change up a few things to make it a little bit cooler stylistically. You'll see it in some of the later model Triumph trikes. But this one in particular, I believe to be one of the original 1968 style. Now, it appears that all of our parts are here, And I don't have an instruction manual, but what I do is I have a lot of information and a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience by building these old pre-unit Triumphs. So I think we have all the parts to get this thing together, make that super cool Triumph trike. Now, when this thing's done, man, it's gonna be probably about 12 inches long and about 6 inches tall in height. So it's gonna be a rather large model to be able to display up on the shelf in the garage. So without further ado, let's start gluing some of these old pieces and parts back together. Coming together pretty well, I do have to say so myself. But one thing I noticed was on the other side of the gas tank, we are missing a gas cap. Now, I've rescued a lot of these 1/8 scale Triumph models off of line, and I did have a gas tank off of a 1964 Triumph drag bike, which used the same style gas cap. So we can literally take that little chrome gas cap, place it on top of that gas tank, and get the other side of the gas tank on for this trike. Let's make it happen. So while we are waiting for a few of these parts to dry up and set, I wanted to reach out to you guys and see if you might be able to help me. See, there is this Revell Triumph 1/8 scale model that I have been looking for years and haven't been able to track one of these down. This model in particular was released in 1972 and it is numbered H1560 Triumph drag bike. Now they had an earlier version of that was released in 1964. However, they changed the frame of this motorcycle, the gas tanks, a few of the things. And when it comes to collecting, I am a completionist. I like to have all the different options and all of the different things. So this particular model, I am looking for your help. Maybe you have an old model shop in your town, or you have a resource, somebody you know that might have one of these models. If you do, jump down in the comments and let me know, or send me a private message, or go over to weemsmotorco.com, send me a message through our website. It would help me out a lot. It would make my life a lot better knowing that I have all of the Triumph 1/8 scale Revell models. So thank you with that. Now let's get back to this trike and see if we can get this wrapped up. So we're almost finished up with this, and I've discovered that I'm missing one of the grips for the handlebars, and then above the roof of the trike there were these supports that went down. Those are missing. I was able to scrounge through some old model parts, and I came up with these two chrome pieces that I think we could use as the supports for the roof on that. So making our way through it, I think we're gonna be able to wrap this up here with just a couple more pieces and parts put on it. Hopefully you guys have stuck around this far. I'm pretty excited about this because I have not built one of these trikes yet. I have all of the trike Revell models, but this one deserved to be saved. So let's wrap this thing up. Let's get the roof on there, and then let's go take some pictures of it. And there you have it, folks, the 1968 Revell model titled the Triumphant Trike, rescued from a Ziploc bag, ready to be displayed in our garage up on the shelf with all of the other 1/8 scale models. Right now, what I want you to do, if you really enjoyed this video, let me know, because I have a 1963 Revell 1/25 scale Triumph show motorcycle model that needs to get rescued from this Ziploc bag. So if you really like the video, let me know down in the comments. But with that, if you are new around here, thank you for hanging out. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Jump down and hit that subscribe button. If you really like the video, hit that thumbs up, turn those notifications on, and let everyone know what's going on right here at Weems Motor Co. Peace.